Hey guys, Eclipse14 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. Alright, I'm in the town of Leifin, and can speak the Leifinish language thanks to Dr. U. When you have that capability, all the Leifinish actually say stuff instead of Lu-Pa? This piece here is actually kind of interesting. But anyway, there's two things in Leifin that are of importance. The first one actually involves dealing with the language, and the other one you can pick off at any time. Which, I just gotta watch out for the NPCs here, because they can be obnoxious. But, the first one involves talking to this guy. Short, sweet, to the point, we can now access the Mirage Tower, which is in the center of the Yanakor Desert. As for the other thing, which can be done at any time, go up here, and there's this little extension. Go all the way to the right, and here you've got the ultimate spells for both the White and Black Wizard. For the White Wizard, it's Life 2, at a whopping 60,000 gil. What this does is, instead of reviving to 1 HP, it revives to full HP. The fact that the original was 1 HP was actually why I skipped Life in the first place, especially considering that up to this point I have not taken a single KO, and I hope it stays that way. As for black magic, Teal gets a literal atom bomb. Well, I kinda joke on that. Later versions of the game translate this to flare, but in all honesty, I think it should have stayed nuke because... nuke. I mean... it is what it is. Still an excellent spell. And by far the best of the level 8 spells in terms of the Black Wizard. Where are the other spells, you're probably wondering? They're actually in Gaia in a very certain area that I just skipped because I had no reason to go. I was focused on level 7 magic. Besides, I don't even have charges for level 8 magic. I think your first one's at level 25 and I'm at 20. I just got level 7. So, it's not my concern right now. I will get the gil and get all the spells I want later though. So anyway, I'm gonna head back up to the airship, and then return to Gaia in order to rest up. 4 giants. Well, I mean, this isn't hard. Well, for me at this point, at least. Yeah, rest up at Gaia. That'll give me the opportunity to show the other level 8 spells, if you're interested in them. And then we're off for the Mirage Tower. So, we just gotta watch our way through here. I'm pretty sure all the enemies down this way are of the Peninsula of Power encounters, because I know this was what I faced when I dealt with that in that specific episode. I think it's around the lake, close to the airship, that you face the nastier stuff like the Anklo and all that other nasty stuff. If you're unlucky here, you'll face a Tyro. Tyros are more common in the desert, but if you're real unlucky there, you'll face the rarest encounter in the world map, which is the nasty T-Rex. An enemy I have faced, and you face that at your own risk at this point. Now once everything's said and done with the Mirage Tower, and subsequently the floating castle, different story. You're basically hunting to hunt. And I might just do that in order to get to level 25, in order to have at least 1 level 8 charge. We'll see what happens, but hopefully I don't get too out of hand there. Alright, continue up. I'll go through the marsh, screw it. 4 zombies. Well, perfect time to use this light axe. I'll run the Zeus Gauntlet. And mage staff. In all honesty, I don't know why I gave Teal a light axe when mage staff. If it's undead, it's weak to fire. Duh. Though I do plan to give the mage staff to Flo when Teal gets a better weapon. Right now, the mage staff is currently equipped on him, since it's better than the silver dagger I had for the longest time. And, once I get something better, Flo can have the mage staff for fire too, instead of using harm spells. I see nothing wrong with this idea. Alright, here's the lake. Hopefully nothing too insane. I got on the airship without an encounter, good. Alright, fly on up here. Alright, let's rest at the inn first since we're closest. And then I'll go show off the other level 8 spells. $500 gil, I mean, by this point it's chump change. Maybe not technically now, but it eventually will be once I deal with the floating castle. So the level 8 spells are actually through this passage through the woods. And there they are. Let's cover white magic first, which has Fade, Wall, and Transfer. Of the 4 spells, obviously you want life too, but Transfer unfortunately doesn't work the way it should. What it's supposed to do is negate elemental resistances on a target. Unfortunately, when a white wizard casts it, it does nothing. When an enemy casts it, it does work. That's bullshit. Anyway, speaking of elemental resistances, Wall is a single target but covers all resistances, which would be decent for somebody who doesn't have a rip. And Fade is actually a kind of garbage translation for what would be Holy, which is decent. It doesn't hit as strong as Nuke, but it has its use at times. Nothing too wrong with it. And that's that. So yeah, you're kind of forced onto 3 spells there. As for Teal, Stop, Zap, and Kill. Kill is a power word spell, the last of them, which is a single target instant death attack for enemies that are not resistant to the element and under 300 HP. In all honesty, it's an anticlimactic spell because, well, it's a single target, and you only really have use for it in so many occasions. Zap and Stop, on the other hand, are very interesting, as they are among the very few time elemental abilities in the entire game. What's odd about it is that the only enemy that has any affiliation to time whatsoever is the final boss itself, which of course resists it. Nobody else has any affiliation with it whatsoever, and there's only 2 enemies in the game that cast this kind of stuff. So it's kind of an odd man out for a spell. Zap is a time elemental one-hit KO against all enemies, while Stop does the same thing, but paralysis. It's slightly more accurate than Zap, but why would you want to use Stop for paralysis if Zap kills anyway? Either way, you kinda have 3 spells out of the gate, and more often than not, you're gonna be saving all those spells for nuking. So that's the other level 8 spells. I figured I'd cover them while I had the chance. But without further ado, let's charge into the desert and head for the Mirage Tower. Now the quickest way to get to the Mirage Tower would actually just spawn right here. You stop right here and you just go direct west. But if you want a bigger challenge, just go farther south, and here's where you start. And this is where I'm gonna start. Anklo. Well, this is gonna suck. Well, maybe, I don't know. Run this stuff. Not too bad. 148 damage against Edge. Yikes. Yeah, Anklos suck. At least it's not the red ones. The big reason why is because, while they're relatively similar stat-wise, Anklos only show up in groups of 2, while the reds show up in groups of 4. Up to, mind you. More often than not, you might find just 1. You face these guys, you do it at your own risk. Regardless, apart from that hard hit from Edge, that's not terrible. Alright, into the desert. I need to go relatively northwest from here. Chance to strike first against 2 of them. Well, I mean... Actually, in this case, I could probably afford to try Bane or something. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll run the Zeus Gauntlet anyway. Let's do... They resist Earth, I know that for a fact. Bane or Break? Bane. With any luck, I'll take one of them out completely. Of course, it's not expected to be accurate, but if it works, it works. Nope. Well, can't say I didn't try. But yeah, I gotta put all my focus on at least one of them. The other one just takes extra damage. Yikes. They are brutal indeed. Alright, that one's down. Definitely gonna be doing more damage with these than your freaking weapons. Yeah, 118 damage against Zest. They are awful. Not that that stops me from taking them down. Endless pain. Don't mind the experience, though. In any case, I'll go ahead and run some Cure 2s. Try to get them about... Yeah, that's fine. 150? One more just in case. Alright. Move on farther to the west here. Tyro and a Wyvern. Tyros have nearly 500 HP, and they take a while to take down. Wyverns, on the other hand, aren't as obnoxious, but can poison. Not really going to change my strategy here, just nuke them with the Zeus Gauntlet, Mage Staff, and Weapon Beatdown. Tyros are about as nasty as the Agglos, damage-wise. Got it. 72. This one will get dispatched pretty easily. In all honesty, the Agglos might be worse because of their high resistance if you don't critical. Absorption's what I should have said. And there's level 21. All 5 stats for Edge. That is sweet stuff indeed. Intelligent Vitality? Really? Yikes. Well, with a level up, what boosted? Did I get anything? I got another level 7 spell. Actually, I don't think you've actually... And nope, just level 7, because I used that Bane. Okay, I don't mind that too much. Do I want to turn back because of the level up? I mean, it didn't really gain much HP, apart from Zest, but he gains HP all the fucking time. Nah, I'll press on. I mean, there's something I need to do, first off, anyway. Oh, I went too far. Well, that's what happens when you see nothing but sand. Welcome to the Mirage Tower, where this first floor is... Really, you could just walk in here, go out the other door, and go up the stairs. There is some stuff in here, though. So, let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, hey, vampires! We've seen them before. They're an even bigger joke than by that point. I don't even... Light Axe, Mage Staff, and Zeus Gauntlet. Affected, neutral, weak. You guys were a joke at the Earth Cave, and you're an even bigger joke now. Get out of my sight, you worthless hacks. Definitely don't mind the gill, though. Okay, so we need to go this way. Here we go. We'll start with this chest, which is a cabin. Okay, nothing wrong there. We'll go inside the center here. This chest has an Aegis shield, which is the best shield in the game, and is immediately going to Zest. Yeah, this thing protects against poison. So now he covers lightning, poison, and instant death. And I don't mind that one bit. So the ice shield can now be put to rest. Thank you for your service. As for the other one, 2,750 gil. At least it'll get used for the level 8 magic coming up. Nightmare and Batman. Batman is so hilarious. They're not that tough, though. If anything, I'm just gonna whack them with the Zeus Gauntlet and Ice 2 because of the Nightmare's weakness to it. Batman. They kind of look like Batman, almost. God. He really fell hard. They do have a bit of HP, though. Okay, so no big deal. Actually, I don't think they have enough to really bother. I mean, I'll let Zest take that one. Oh, Nightmare's down. Right, they didn't have much HP to begin with. Derp. Well, that's fine. Zeus Gauntlet should finish things up. And that it does. Okay then, that works out very nicely. Alright, wrap our way around. Grab guards. These things are weak to lightning and can paralyze, but beyond that, nothing spectacular. Let's just guess what's going to survive and what won't. Actually, am I even gonna... I'll let Edge run lightning too. Zeus Gauntlet, obviously. And Mage Staff. Anything to not use his own lightning too. I mean, there's gonna be 2 of them already. That worked out fantastically. Like, all across the board. Compared to this, which is laughable. Well, at least one of them got taken down. They're wounded enough, this'll probably take them. Yep. And definitely. Yeah, guards are kind of a joke. Anyway, as I was saying, head on over here. Top chest is 3,400 gil. The bottom chest is a Vorpal, which is actually supposed to be a decent weapon with a high critical rate. But because the critical hits are bugged in this version, it's kind of around middle of the pack, unfortunately. And it wouldn't be fixed for a long time. 18,010 gil. Well, that's a big boost for my level 8 magics. This chest is a heal helmet, which also casts heal when used as an item, much like the staff. And matter of fact, can be equipped on Edge. Does he have? Yeah, of course he does. Give it to him. Don't mind that one bit. And finally, this chest, which has 880 gil. I'm also at 20 minutes. Okay, so what I can do is, first off, get out of here. I'll probably face another encounter or two on my way out. There's one. It took a while. Oh, this encounter again? Do I even need magic for this shit? Probably not, but I'll still use the Zeus and Mage Staff anyway. Yeah, I think I'll just, cover some stuff. And I'll just cut the episode going up to 2F, and I'll cover the rest of the Mirage Tower with the next episode. That or I could just leave since I'm, like, right here. Yeah, I'll cover the Mirage Tower with the next episode, because there's only 3 floors, and the top floor is the only one of concern. Plus, I also just remembered there's something else I have to do. It brushed my mind, but fortunately I remembered at the last moment. We need something in order to access the floating castle, but it doesn't hurt to come here anyway because of all the cool shit you'll find. I mean, Aegis Shield, for example. So the second floor has some use. I'll go through that, then I'll just exit, cover everything, and if I've got time, we'll go to where I need to go. I should have time, but, I mean, I'll find out eventually. So I'll go up the stairs here, hit start, and let's do some healing. Run some Cure 2. Also, I should be using freaking Zest stuff. There we go, a little bit better, though TL still needs a little bit. Let's get him above 160's fine. And, alright, that'll be that. So, next episode, I'm going to cover the second floor of the Mirage Tower and make my trek back. So, I'll cut this here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.